Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be using the fruits again. It's a similar sort of video to what I did yesterday. Well, it's not really similar, it's completely different. But yeah, I'm starting off here with Frosted Rose and making a chevron nail bed. I'm just doing the nail bed on the other hand. I do tend to do these at the same time when I'm working on myself, just so I can size it all up and keep it all uniform, keep it looking the same. So I'm just using Snow White and I'm putting this on all of the tips of the nails. I'm using my big boy brush. I've gone back to that because my Queenies have sort of all died on me for some reason. I just can't seem to get them clean and keep them clean like all the other. I've never had that problem before with any other brush. Like the big boys I've had for ages, and you know they're fine. But I don't know whether it's something I'm doing or not. I don't know. But so I've gone back to my big boy. I am going to buy another Queenie brush because I did like it and I did like using it, and I'll see how I get on with that one. Yeah, so I've gone back to my big boy here and I'm using that, and I'm using the 1.2 monomer. Now I've had a few issues with the 1.2 monomer. I'm not sure whether I'm going to carry on using it or not, whether to go back to the 1 monomer. I get a lot of yellowing in beads, and I know I do work quite messy, I know that, which doesn't help. But since I've been using it, I've been more conscious of how I'm cleaning my brush out on my towel and things like that. I'm just going to have to file my smile line in now. But yeah, the 1.2 monomer, I'm not sure about it. I don't think it suits me, because it's not only like yellow beads in my white. I mean, luckily on this set I didn't get any, so it's fine. But I noticed that like the clear isn't as clear as it normally is, and you know, I never had any of those issues using the one, and now all of a sudden I've gone to the new improved recipe, the 1.2, and I'm starting to have problems with my beads. So is it worth changing when you know, why give yourself problems? But yeah, I know I do work quite messy, and that has an effect with this. So I've got a half bottle and I've got another full bottle of this. So I'm just going to soldier on with it for now. As I'm only working on myself and my practice hands. So I'm just going to see if I can work through the problems on myself and my practice hands. But I think when I go to do clients, I'm not that confident in this liquid yet. So I'm going to get another bottle of the 1 monomer, because when I do start doing clients again, I don't want there to be any yellowing issues or any problems, and I can't sort of rely on this liquid to give me a good finish every time. So I'll see how I get on with it. But anyway, back to the nails. I'm using Robin's Egg now. This one's going to be a 3-colour ombre, so I'm just putting that in the middle and blending it down. And I'm just using it thin because this is just going to be a background for the fruits that I'm going to be putting on later. So I'm just working in really small wet beads, patting them down flat, as you can see, and then blending it down. And I'm just wiping off the tip because I want to keep the white. So yeah, I do that now on all the other nails. They are pretty similar, all these nails. So I'm using that Frosted Rose now just to blend over, and I'm only putting a small amount of this on because I will be coming back and using a bit more later. So I'm keeping all these layers thin. This one I put a little bit more on, but I'm still using it as like a base colour, so I'm just ombreing it over. And I do this to, obviously not the middle one, but all the rest of the nails. This is a glitter from Sonia Williams at the Cocktail Collection, and this is Margarita. And I start applying this over the white, but I do later on go over all the nails, but the whole of the nail, sorry, the white and the robin's egg, yeah, robin's egg. Yeah, so I'll do that a bit later on. So now I'm going to be applying the fruit. So I'm only going to be using the bluey green ones. I think they're meant to be limes, but they've got a lot of blue in them. They are a little bit bluey green, which so I thought they'd go well with this set. And I'm just using the white ones, which I take would be like coconut. And what I'm doing is I'm putting the green ones over the robin's egg and then the white ones over the Snow White. So I'm sort of mimicking the ombre. I'm just holding these down, even though you can sort of file into these without it being too much of a problem. I do like to keep them flat. So I do hold them down just to hold them in place. And then once they're properly adhered, you can sort of file it a bit better then without the risk, because if you file, you can file into it a little bit, but if it's sticking up too much, you could just file off the edge and then it just looks really tacky and awful. So I try to keep it as flat as I can. So I'm just sort of doing it as like a swoosh across the nail, and I do exactly the same on the pointer finger. I have cut some of these pieces up, so I've left some whole, I've cut some in half and some in quarters, just so that it can be placed on the nail quite easily. So this is where I decided to go a bit further up with that glitter on these fingers. So I'm just going up, covering the robin's egg as well. And I do the same on the thumb. So the middle finger, what I'm doing is I'm putting half pieces. So I'm starting off with one of those little greeny blue ones. I'm going to call them lime. I'm putting it right up into the corner of that smile line, and then a coconut next to it. And these are half pieces, so it looks like it's coming out of that smile line. And then I put a whole one in line, another line, and then a little quarter one down the bottom, so it looks like it's all in a line. Alternative, yeah, you know what I mean. Once I've got them in place, I'm just going around those fruits with a bit more robin's egg, because I want this side to be a solid colour of robin's egg. And now I'm just using that cover powder again, that Frosted Rose, and I'm just ombreing over all of these nails. So on this ones where I've got the fruit, what I'm doing is I'm putting it on really wet, tilting my finger down, which you can't really see because of this angle, and just letting it sort of run in and around those fruits, and just gently teasing it with my brush. With this one I have got it flat and just wiping it down like I would do with a normal one, but you can see a little bit better here. I'm just lifting my finger up, putting it on wet, and just teasing it down so it's running naturally down, if that makes any sense. So once I've done all this, I do cap and file and buff off camera. So I'll come back when it's top coating time. So I'm just using my wipe off solution and just giving it a cleanse over. I have been off and washed my hands, and now I'm just cleansing. And then just applying one thin coat to all the nails of tack free top gloss. I am thinking about getting the Time to Shine top gloss and seeing what that's like. Watching a lot of YouTube videos, a lot of people are using it now and raving about it. I do like this top gloss. I mean, I could stick with this forever and a day, but I might just get some just so I can try it out and see if it's just as lovely or better. So anyway, guys, this is pretty much the end of the video now. So I've left a little clip and photos at the end. The photos aren't that brilliant, to be honest, but you can see them in the clip. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and I would love it if you would subscribe if you haven't already, and share some comments. Well, share some love in the comments box rather, and I will look forward to speaking to you in the next one. So for now, bye bye.